choop choop, choopy doopy doop, choop choop choop, choopy doopy doop. Hello, I am in a very happy vibe. Ergo why I sang a random thing which I sang to my dogs just before I hit record, because I wanted to have a little memory of my choopy doopy doop, choop choop, choopy doopy doop, choop choop. It's very Betty Boop coated, if I may so say myself. So you know the drill. You know the drill. Doop 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 doop, choopy doopy doop. Main deck. Clarifying deck number 1. Clarifying deck number 2 in case we need. Main deck for the Oracle. Bonus deck Oracle. And spicy bonus Oracle for today's theme, which is the 7 sins. So let me just and zoom you guys in. Yeah, okay. So here's your snapshot opportunity. I will see you right back. Choopy doopy doop, choop choop. Hello, hello, air signs. We're gonna pokey around your 7 deadly sins. Let's get spicy. Well, how do I want to frame this? It's not spicy at your detriment or accusing you. It's shedding a light on excess things, if they exist, in what capacity they exist, so that you are aware, so that you can, if you want to, obviously, free will is a thing, if you want to address them and just be conscious of them, and if they have nefarious impacts in your life, you will know and how to address them potentially. But just being aware is like already a major step forward. So let's see about that. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. You are still very happy and content, which you had the 10 of Cups flip out yesterday as your first card. Justice is balanced. Justice is balanced. Justice is there. Its balance is there in some capacity. And we have the Devil. Hello, Steve. So whatever toxicity or excess was present in your life, there is a sense of balance as justice in regards to that. And perhaps if you know Yu-Gi-Oh, just imagine justice literally slaying the devil in two, or at least attacking him. So that's good. That is always good. Otherwise, how are you guys doing? How are we loving my series? I'm personally having a shitload and a half of fun doing these. Like, my god, I love it. I don't have a lot of views, but I'm loving it. Oh my god, I love it. Ooh, some things are hidden or unclear. Don't let your emotions take the... So don't let emotions that drive you into uncertainty and fear take advantage of you. Trust your instinct, your intuition, although instinct and intuition are like very close siblings. But don't let fear overtake your beautiful spirit. Queen of Wands. Either someone outside you or you are in a very sexy, bold, creative energy at this point. She knows what she's doing. She's also hardworking. She brings the fire to the room. She's a bit extra. Could be like a fire sign. Page of Pentacles, committed, and Six of Pentacles, committed to taking a step back and really taking your time to learn something, to give your full attention so that you can give back in a measured capacity. It can be like an entry level something or something new that you started but you want to really dive into it so that you have a sense of mastery on it. It's a slow progress, but it's a beautiful, grounded, reliable progress. For my air signs. Nothing else? Okay. So, air signs. Oh, we have the moon again. Interesting. And the Page of Wands. At least there is a sense of clarity and good news regarding whatever you are uncertain of, what kept you in the dark, what you might have caused uncertainty and fears, or just doubt, because in the moonlight we don't see where we walk, so we rely heavily on instinct and intuition and just like a small light. But that is being cleared out, and with that clarification comes good news and just enthusiasm and, you know, good stuff. Three of Cups, so something that you can boast with your friends about, have a good cheer, have a fun chat, coffee, cake, and, you know, just sit back and enjoy and have fun. And the Hierophant, so this has a potential for a higher level of whatever you need or desire in regarding that aspect. And this can be also your community, your ancestors, your church, your close-knit people, but not at the same level as the Three of Cups, who can give you advice in how to proceed or how to guide you, direct you, give you counsel, things that you can depend upon to further and deepen the severity, but in the sense of like the seriousness of whatever the other previous energies were about. And I know I sound vague as fuck, but I'm just painting the broad landscape, and you are putting in the house, the character, and the flowers that you want in the painting. Give me a second. Okay, so 7-card spread. Did I cut it? I think I did. You know, I'm just gonna to be on the safe side. For my air signs, please. Oh, interesting. What is popping out? King of Swords, intellectual and temperance. So you might want to balance out your rational side and the way you see things, the way you analyze things. Allow a bit more emotion in the otherwise very cold, calculated, strategic aspect or way you tackle things at this point in your life. And also a sense of moderation with temperance. Balance, moderation, healing, patience. But since it's with the King of Swords and we are in a seven sins topic, I'm gonna say it's in a sense of don't be too aloof, too cold, too rational. Allow your emotions and your intuition to have a seat at the table and not just cold, calculated, rational, analytical way of seeing and living things. I mean, those are super practical and necessary, but sometimes you profit from opening your horizons to other things that are not immediately explainable by science or facts. It's just like intuition is there and it can be explained by science, but it's very tricky because it's how do you know? So, like for instance, why are people afraid of spiders and snakes? Because at some point in our communal ancestry or shared history, someone was bitten by a snake or a spider and died, and thus we have passed down generation to generation the fear of the danger of the shape of the snake or the spider if you're in Australia. Oh, interesting. Temperance. We have Temperance again as a clarifying card for your first position. Three of Swords. Oh, interesting. What is that about? Emperor, taking charge, giving back, lovey-dovey, sweetheart, spying, and having to make a decision. Interesting. You normally don't have the Three of Swords often, so that's new, that's surprising. Okay, so 1. Pride. How do you wield your ego? With moderation, which beautiful energy right off the bat. No criticism there. High Priestess. But it might feel like... No, even that. No, never mind. So even with your intuition and the things that you don't necessarily say and keep it to yourself, even in that your ego is very much balanced, in harmony. You are open to receive things from higher sources, if you believe in that, or just like your what I was saying about the snake, so generational download information that is hard-coded in your DNA. You are available to receive them in moderation, in a very balanced way. You are also very patient with your ego, so you are letting your ego have its moment, but you are not excessively driven by it, or you are not letting it taking too wide, too strong of a control over your decision making. Just a freaking second. I'm gonna pause it. You are sadly at risk of hearing dogs barking because someone let their dogs out to run freely in the village street. So now those dogs are having their scent all over the place, and the dogs behind property gates are sniffing it and having a field day yapping and barking. So I do apologize in advance. It's the risk of, the risk. It's just part of my daily routine here. So anyway, let's go back to you and your pride. And I was saying that you are wielding your pride in a very moderate, subtle, almost silent way, muted way. It's a very soft and beautiful energy of letting your intuition guide you to it. Oh, yep, definitely what I was saying. Hermit. So you might have an ego, but you first dive deep into yourself to look for answers, to look for clarity and wisdom before you let it take the best of you. And again, with the Hermit, it's another card of silence, reflection, a bit of a recluse energy, a bit of pulling yourself away from the crowd in order to hear your own thoughts, your own inner world, so that you can reflect on situations and how to tackle them. Three of Pentacles, even if you are in a collaborative situation, collaborative effort, where you are one aspect, one cog in the machine, you are still not, you don't think that you are the most essential piece in the machinery. You realize, you know that you are part of a bigger thing, and everybody has their voice. Everybody is more or less equal in the equation, and you have a very tempered approach to your ego. So on that front, nothing to say. It's beautiful. This is like, honestly, air signs, good work. Thumbs up. Sloth, what you are too afraid to wield or unwilling to wield. You are unwilling to tackle your heartbreak. And the Nine of Swords. So a heartbreak is still causing you anxiety and stress, and you are unwilling to approach this hurt and this pain, to put it to rest, to learn from it, to and the word metastasize popped to mind, but in a sense that you let it metastasize, like, you know, like cancer spreading. You let it metastasize throughout your general awareness, instead of giving it space and time to have a chat with it, so that you can heal it and heal yourself through acknowledging the pain and the hurt that you suffered, instead of locking yourself in stress and anxiety. If this is like a present situation, if you can address the source, that would be ideal, and just have, you know, clarity, because you also have the moon in the shuffle bit. The more you know, the more in the clear you are, the less power the Nine of Swords has, and by extension the less the Three of Swords has. And also look at this, 3 times 3, Nine of Swords. The more you let the singularity expand and take space in your energetic space, the more it multiplies, and goes bigger, and has a heavier toll on your overall energetic field. And why are you so lazy, unwilling, unmotivated to tackle this? Because you already done some work and you are waiting for something to come back. Interesting. So, like, is it a situation of the ball being in the camp of the other person that is involved with the Three of Swords, or the situation, if it's not that Six of Wands, but you are also on the path of victory. So whatever that Three of Swords is, it's gonna be cleared out, and it's good news are on the way on that front in some capacity. Six of Cups. Also, it's definitely something from the past. And the more you linger, or the more you allow a past situation to linger in your present, the more overbearing you allow their power to be in other currently influential spaces in your life. So just be aware and cautious of that. So you need to be a little more proactive, and just like give yourself a pep talk, a little motivation to address and tackle whatever that situation was, so that you can heal. Or if it involves another party, another situation, and if they are unwilling to give you clarity and peace, be willing to walk away and walk yourself into victorious healing, because you did your part. And if they refuse to, like, meet you halfway, it's a lost cause, and you are just keeping yourself trapped in something that is way past overdue, and that is clinging to your energy in an unhealthy way. Just so that you're aware of. Greed, what you thirst for against your own better judgment. Take control. It's one of the songs on in my phone, and yeah. So with the Emperor, taking control, taking charge, being in charge. Eight of Pentacles, work, putting in the effort, the time, the mastery. You are definitely work, career inspired, not possessed, inspired, driven, and you want that things to have a meaningful role in your life. So it's almost like you are working hard for a promotion or to be in a leading position, even if you know that the situation might take like 90% of your time or a hefty chunk of your life, and it's against your better judgment, because if you have other hobbies or values or aspiration or goals, this shiny thing is so appealing that it's blinding your judgment and the voice that is telling you that you want other stuff too. So I'm going to go back to the career thing, because we have an Eight of Pentacles, which is putting in the work, the mastery, the effort, the time, and the Emperor. It's a leader position. So you want to go up the ranks, reach a certain position, and that might cost you your downtime, your hobbies, your family life, time with your friends, with your partner, your significant other. It might cost you time to just enjoy life outside of work, and that is why it's against your better judgment, because you are so very, not distracted, but like bedazzled by the prospect of this higher ranking position at work, that you are not even considering the cost of it, which is your whole life outside of work. Family life, personal life, hobbies, friends, etc., etc., etc. So be cautious of what you desire, especially career-wise, because it might eat up the rest of your other aspects of your life. So if you become like a manager or a boss, you are severely cutting down downtime, friend time, lover time, family time, and all that good shit. Yes, you have reputation and good money and stability and being in charge and control, and then you are the one that is so dependent upon that it's adding extra weight to your shoulders. So be cautious of that, be aware. So something for my air signs. Whoa, freaking Mia. Queen of Wands, like I was saying, working, and Queen of Cups. So you need to balance work, love, relationships, and energies in your life. This can be also two separate entities outside of you, aka potentially a co-worker or your boss, and the one that you love in your personal life, or the aspect of putting in the work, always being hardworking, motivated, showing up for work, versus just you nurturing your emotions and having a more demure, pulled back, serene energy. So it's like fire and water. You need to find the balance between the energy that you give and the energy that you receive, in context of mastering work, your career, and taking charge and being a leader or being in a leadership position through your hard work. It might be emotionally fulfilling, it might be emotionally draining. You need to find the balance that works for you, where they work in tandem, in cohesive balance, and going back to temperance, in moderation from each side, so you are not giving too much to one at the detriment of the other. Number 4, envy, a desire that isn't truly yours, and we have here the 7 of Pentacles, which is taking a step back to look at previously invested energy into, and the 4 of Wands, building a house, a home, the happy lovey-dovey white picket fence, housewife, dog, goldfish, children thingy. So maybe you don't really want to settle down and commit and have the family life, which now explains even further. Apparently you are the sign today that gets the most interruption. Congratulations! I'm kidding, obviously. So we were at number 4. What you hear is my dogs, don't mind them. Number 4, envy, a desire that isn't truly yours. So we were speaking about giving back and laying foundations with the 4 of Wands. And here we have again, Justice, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. And the first disruption was a dead battery, which is my second change today. So this right here, battery for my camera, and of course they're loud. So there is a sense of wanting to give back to the family, the foundations, but you want it to be slow and steady and just or fair, not just how they expect or what they want, or so on your terms, not on their terms. It's like they may have expectations that they put into you that are not truly your desires. Because here we are in envy, a desire that isn't truly yours. You are envious of the happy, cozy life, the solid relationship that is guaranteed to be a 10 of Pentacles. And you want to give back to that, but on your terms, and not necessarily how the concept may be sold to you. That might be taking more time and making sure that the gesture is more meaningful than just a rapid backfire because they give, you give too. Which is not inherently bad. It's just like you like to take your time in being fair, in assessing what has been given to you, and how you want to proceed going forward, giving back to them. That is genuine, honest, heartfelt, meaningful, but also practical and also reliable. That is not just a fancy, feel good in the moment situation. And this can be, again, with the 4 of Wands, can be your family, but more specifically the one that you are potentially building with someone significant. So, I mean, it's cute. It's nothing inherently bad. Gluttony, something you consume in excess. Ooh, interesting. Queen of Cups, so emotions and your sweetheart or the one that you love or you're interested in, and the Moon. So, okay, let me see how can I spin this. Are you uncertain of your emotions? Are you uncertain of some of your sweetheart's emotion towards you? Are you afraid of giving in to this emotion? Because it's something you consume in excess, but the Moon is uncertainty and fear. So as much as you want to give to this, you are unsure how to give, or if what you are giving is reciprocated, felt at the same extent as you feel them. And there is something unclear that is pushing the excess overboard. That is so weird. Are you like just like, oh, hey, overly emotional perhaps, or just like, you know, spending too much time daydreaming about this person, this energy that is otherwise fulfilling you with happy, lovey-dovey emotions, but at the same time you are not expressing it, or you are keeping things hidden from this person, or is this person hiding things from you? Because this is very interesting in the gluttony and excess, what you consume in excess. Like on the very, how can I say this? The very silliest thing I can say is like, are you watching too many rom-coms? And the excess consumption of rom-coms is tinting your view on how things should be, and now you are afraid because the real life is not shaping up to be the things that you consume in rom-coms. But that is just one specific thing that just popped to my mind. Something for my air signs. And now he's drinking water, if you probably heard that. Something for the Queen of Cups, that'll be helpful. I can almost say that, like, if you are too emotional and you let your emotions get the best of you, especially you know, letting it cloud your judgment or restrict the way you see things, and like drive you into a situation where you are unclear, uncertain, and thus it drives you even into more fear and more uncertainty. And we have the Lovers. So the Queen of Cups is definitely the person that is living rent-free in your heart, that you love, that loves you back. But because there is uncertainty on the horizon, you are excessively too much into, or like you love too much, too intensely, and it's scary for you. Although you're an air, I mean, so I don't know how air signs usually tackle love and relationships. I'm sorry, I'm not that deep into astrology. But if you, the individual who resonates with this read, if you think that when you love too intensely, too deeply, and it's scaring you, that is the thing that you consume in excess. You give the other too much space and power over you, even if you don't know them that well yet, or at the time that you are dealing with them. But it's definitely a higher level commitment, like a soul person. Your soul knows this person, their soul knows you. It's a higher level love story, and it's not like a cute little puppy love or like a fling or a weekend Tinder date. It's definitely not that. Interesting. Rat. What it looks like when you hold your passions in excess. Interesting. Page of Swords, spying, delayed news, gathering all the little details, and Five of Pentacles. So, following the Moon card, this is an interesting combination. What it looks like when you hold your passions in excess. So if you take too long in gathering information, in delaying news, you feel cut out and left out in the cold, destitute, because you were not fast enough in acting, in making a decision, in proceeding forward in whatever capacity this energy is centered at. And so you feel relegated, forgotten, abandoned, just discarded because you took too long, and you feel a sense of perhaps immaturity or too small a gesture, even if it came from a space of just wanting to know more, to know as much as you could. Because you took too long, now you are abandoned, forgotten, out in the cold, disregarded, or just poor, deprived of someone's energy. That and the Nine of Wands. So you need to change, and maybe so stop being so stubbornly holding on to things that no longer serve you, the fort that you are protecting, because that here it's like you are protecting the curiosity of the Page of Swords, which normally could be good but in excess, and because you might be spying and gathering information in an illicit way, which causes delays, because you're protecting something and being resilient and keeping the fort. That is putting you in an energy where you feel depleted, destitute, abandoned, out in the cold. And so you need to change that to transform the way you approach the situation, so that what you hold on to and your need for intel and information and delayed news actually serves a purpose that isn't, or that serves a purpose that will get you back in the warmth, because normally this is a church, but I would say in the warmth, in the loving embrace, in the nurturing energy of either the person or the otherwise energy that is centric to this position. Lust, L-U-S-T. How do you hold desire? And you hold desire by making a choice. Seven of Cups. Yeah, you will need to make a choice because you have too many options on the table, and it's potentially distracting you, potentially confusing you, clouding your judgment, and there's a sense of unclarity, or things are not clear. So you need to eliminate things to have a clear choice to proceed ahead, moving forward with whatever situation is afoot. And oh, how much we have here for, okay, more than that. Eek. So first off, oh, actually, wait, we have a progression here. And because you have too many options and you need to cut down, it's literally causing you stress and worries and anxiety on one hand. So this is how you hold your desires, but in the excess of it, it's causing you distraught, distress. But if you cut down on some things, especially toxicity and excess with the devil, you can move into a Ten of Cups, which you had yesterday, I believe, and the Sun. So unbridled happiness, clarity. Also, the Sun is the answer to the Moon. So what is veiled, hidden, unclear, a source of fear and stress, can be ridden, can be literally cleared out. So there's no doubt anymore, leaving you in a space of just pure happiness. And also, didn't we have the Nine of Cups somewhere? Yeah, no, Nine of Swords, Three of Swords. Didn't you have the Nine of Cups somewhere, or did I just dream that? Anyway, you can have a very fulfilling, satisfying, lost aspect to your life if you make decisions, if you cut down options to have those options and choices which are truly fulfilling, even at the, let's say, kinky spicy level with the devil, if you're into BDSM, I don't know, or just reducing the excess and the influence and the power that the devil and the too many options have on you, so that you can focus on one or two to make a clear decision to reach your 10 of Cups happiness doubled by the Sun. This is like one of the best combination ever. So how much time? 14. Okay, we have time to yap and shuffle the cards. I'm gonna go first with the Dark Mirror. Interesting. So we have Downcast Pride, and we have Today for Tomorrow. So investment into the future. Number 20 and 32. Downcast Pride. The root of sadness and grief is deeper than the skin. The only delusion is the gray sky. So interesting. This goes back to your Three of Swords energy and how you need to clarify that to heal it, so it's not becoming a tomb in which you literally just linger in. The sky can change color too, as long as we sometimes look up, we can notice. So it's really up to you to put in the work to change your fate and how past circumstances still influence you. 32. I want it some, I want it later gently. Whatever you want in the future, put in the seeds in the earth today and water it, nurture it, so you can have it when you are ready to harvest it. There is no choice because the road is only one. What we are today and what we are tomorrow may be different, but it is the same person. You have the power to heal and to change and to invest into yourself to have a better outcome for tomorrow. And now the Path of Shadows. Let's see what's in here for my air signs. Ooh, Ghost. In the realm of shadows where memories are host, Three of Swords and that other card I don't remember, the echoes of what is gone still haunts me the most. So you definitely need to heal that Three of Swords energy in order to have a brighter, more comfortable future ahead. If you want to build or not a family situation with a meaningful person and not have the constant weight and reminder of that pain on your shoulders and in your heart. For my air signs. And we have a Graveyard. Lay your fear to rest. Your fear, your uncertainty, things that you keep in the shadows, things that you let unreasonably have space in your present energetic field. Just lay that stuff to rest. Especially past pain, past wounding, if you can address that to heal them. If you have uncertainties and unclarities and fears in the present, open up, communicate, ask. If you cannot straightforward, like find a way to like allude to what you want, so that you are stepping into a comfortable space of power where you can walk with confidence without doubt and fear being like bullets attached to your ankles, and like that you're dragging that stuff behind you. Because ideally you want to be happy. I mean, I hope you do. And you can have this if you let go of fear, uncertainty, unclarity, things not being spoken, not being exchanged, not being clarified, things haunting you. So definitely try to, if you can, if you have the time, the energy, the inspiration, to let go of all that stuff, and the world, the universe, whatever you believe in, will literally reward you for you healing and taking charge of your life, because that is something that you're really passionate, motivated, inspired by, is being a leader in some capacity. But to be a leader outwardly in your other aspects of your life, you have to be a leader of your own heart, your own soul, your own spirit, and your own life. Inward and then outward. So, air signs, thank you for having been here with me. See you tomorrow, and I hope this helps. And I'm sorry for the fuckload of interruptions that we had today.